To give up on your game plan for life is to give up on your dreams, your hopes, and your aspirations. We're quickly approaching 2018, and it's a phenomenal in most people's life to, at the beginning of that year, to develop your new year resolution. But most of you have given up on developing your plan. Why? Because your plan do not come true. There's a reason why your plan do not come true. And today I will help you to understand some of those reasons. But before I get into today's topic, kindly permit me to introduce myself to you. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the author of several books, including Billionaire Codes. And this book will give you a number of tools and techniques that will literally touch and transform your life. Your life will never be the same. This book is currently available on Amazon, so all you need to do is to log into Amazon, get your copy of Billionaire Codes, and your life will be touched, your life will be transformed. You will never be the same again. You will understand the tools and techniques of planning and how to live a successful life. In the beginning, I said that there's a reason why your plans are not coming true. There's 5 essential elements to planning. Today, I will only attempt to look at 2. And the first is called setting objective and planning. And this is what most of you do, and you have become very successful in setting objective and planning. Now, what exactly do I mean by setting objective and planning? It means now that you have a clear mental picture in terms of what you want to accomplish, by what time, and in most cases, what steps you're going to take to make things happen. Even in discussing that, there's some gray spots that you should understand. You see, sometimes we plan and sometimes you take action, but then your action is not informed. In my book, Billionaire Codes, I introduce you to a concept that we call taking informed action to realize your dreams and your hopes and your aspiration. And this concept of information is relevant to your business, is relevant to your personal life, is relevant to your family life, and is relevant to your professional life. As time moves on, I will certainly help you to understand how the content of this book, Billionaire Codes is relevant to your life. So we learned the first stage is planning, setting objective and planning, and that's having a clear mental picture as to where you are, where you want to go, and what steps to use to get there. Now the second thing, or the second step that most people tend to shun or tend not to look at is called organizing resources to achieve your objective. In this regard, there is 3 specific resources that you must pay close attention to. Resource 1 is human resources. Resource 2 is technical resources. And resource 3 is financial resources. Now here it is. Most of you going after your dreams, your hopes, and your aspirations, whether in business and whether in your professional lives, you're going after it thinking me, myself, and I. Great minds, great leaders in the world, people who are successful in the world, never think me, myself, and I. And that's your first trap. And hence the need for human resource. You need to understand that the leverage of one is limited, but the leverage of many is much more effective than the leverage of one. So it's important for you to understand what is teamwork, what is team effort, what is developing your mastermind group in support of attaining your dreams and your hopes and your aspirations, whether it's for business or whether it's for your professional life. Resource number 2 is technical resources. Now, to attain your dreams and your hopes and your aspirations, it may require some technical resources. For instance, let us suppose that you are an author. You're a gifted writer. You might even be a gifted speaker. But let's take, for example, you may not have the machineries to mass produce your book. You may not have the radio, television, the newspaper, and the social media platform to promote your book. So these are all technical resources that you would need to channel your information outwards so your relevant target market can understand what your content represents. So that's resource two. Resource three is also known as the financial resources. Yes, sometimes you develop your plan, but you do not think about the financial resources necessary to attaining your dreams and your hopes and your aspiration. So you struggle in that process when you reach the point where there is a need for finance to implement your vision, to implement your business or your strategic plan. So planning for finance is also very important when you're developing yourself to go after achieving your dreams and your hopes and your aspirations. Again, my friend, my name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the author of several books, including Billionaire Codes. Today, I just want to whet your appetite. I want to keep your feet to the ground, moving in the right direction as we come closer into 2018, is to help you to have the right information so you can be more prepared to attain your success story. I want to say this in closing. You are not alone. At Global Branding and Marketing, we are prepared to work with you in your business. We are prepared to work with you in your personal and professional development so as to ensure that you can come several steps closer to achieving your dreams, if not achieving them. We are committed. We are an organization that is driven with a desire to enhance human resource development. Why? Because we believe in the human capital. We believe that every single human being has their gifts. We believe that when you understand your gifts is when you can come to that point to truly understand your DSS. What exactly do I mean by understand your DSS? Your deeper sense of self. You see, when you crack your DSS, you find three important facts of life. And when you can live by these facts, your life will literally evolve. Those three concepts is you crack your DSS and you're going to find your purpose, your passion, and your gifts. And guess what? Research done by Global Branding and Marketing shows that people function better in every area of their lives when they understand their purpose, their passion, and their gifts. In closing, I want to say this. In the corporate world today, we tend to train our human resources based on traditional systems. We go through the selection process, the recruitment process, the placement process, and the training process. We select people simply based on their academics. While academics is very important, there's a new concept that we have talked about in my book, Billionaire Codes, and that is academic alignment. You see, the reason we spoke about this is why, because you see that there's so many people who are trained in academics, but they're not aligned to the content of information that they have. They are not aligned. And what the research has shown is that people simply cannot give you their best when they're not aligned. You must be able to create an environment within your organization where you can truly align people to self, where they understand their purpose, their passion, and their gifts. You can grow them in alignment with their purpose, their passion, and their gifts. And you can now align their DSS to the organization. Here is where you will be setting the stage to create the sustained high performers in your organization. And just think about it. When you create this environment of sustained high performers, you no longer have to invest in motivating your staff because your staff is aligned. And because they're aligned to self and they're aligned to the organization, they're self-motivated. So can you imagine having an organization where your entire workforce is highly motivated to perform and excel in what they're doing? Reach out to Global Branding and Marketing In my book, Billionaire Codes, we have spent over 20 years researching these facts. We have studied at Cambridge University among many other universities, and we have studied so many different systems. We have identified some of the gaps among the best human research development consultants. We have documented those gaps, and most of those gaps are in this book. So I want to encourage you to get a copy of this book. You can go right now to Amazon, you will get the first chapter, and the first chapter will literally touch and transform your life. There's two books that we have on Amazon right now is Billionaire Codes, Self-Application Best Practices, and you have Billionaire Codes, The Human Psychological Anatomy. And that also is a new concept that we have introduced, the Human Psychological Anatomy. We all talks about what is the importance of having a healthy body, but it's also important in the workplace, in our personal life, in our social and professional life, for us to also start talking about what it takes to have a healthy mindset. And hence come the human psychological anatomy. My friends, keep listening to following this podcast. Share this podcast with as much friends as possible. And I will continue to bring you a content of information that will truly touch and transform your lives. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the author of several books, including Billionaire Codes. Be blessed, my people.